my name is Janet and welcome to 365 Inspired Yoga Classes, and today is day 26. And on day 26, I want to kind of slow things down and be inspired by our dreams. So we're going to start off really comfortable lying on our back. So come on down to your yoga mat and lie out on your back. Just relax on your back. Now you might want to have some blankets handy if you need a pillow for your head or some padding for your back. Take a moment to take good care of yourself. Make it comfortable for you by extending your legs out, turning your palms up, close your eyes for a little while here. Begin to slow down. When we dream at night, when we're sleeping, our breath flows slow and easy, deep and even. So begin to slow down your breath. Seal your lips and breathe in and out of your nose, nice and easy, long and slow and deep. And maybe take a moment just to use your imagination, visualize yourself in bed asleep. And as you begin to wake up, you open your eyes and just pause to take in what you see around you, above you, by your side. And before jumping out of bed and getting busy with your day, let's stretch. So take your arms, reach them overhead, holding onto your hands overhead. Bring your legs together at the bottom of your mat and stretch long like you're just waking up in the morning. Breathe deeply in and out of your nose as you stretch and open up your body. And then place your feet on the mat right beneath your seat. Bring your hands down to the mat right next to your seat. Tuck your chin toward your chest. For bridge pose, your feet are separated about hip distance apart, and perhaps if you reach your fingertips down, you can actually touch the heels of your feet. If not, that's okay. Tuck your pelvis under and feel length through the lower spine, and then start to lift your booty up. Keep your gaze neutral, looking up at the ceiling, just kind of lifting your seat off the mat. And then slowly lower your back down. Let's move with the breath. As you inhale, sweep your arms over your head. Keep it going. Your pelvis lifts high and the backs of your hands touch above and behind you on the floor of the mat back there. And as you breathe out, you slowly flow back down. Back comes to the mat. Hands come down. Good. Do that again 2 more times. Continue looking directly up at the ceiling. This protects your neck. Breathe and lift up. Exhale, float back down, nice and slow, or just waking up the body. One more time. Inhale, lift up, arms overhead. Exhale, lower all the way back down. Good. Now take your right leg and extend it up above you. Ooh, awesome stretch. Reach up, grab the back of your right leg. It's okay to bend your knee as needed, or extending the leg nice and long. Maybe begin to pull the leg toward you just a little. We're being gentle, we're moving slower today. We're taking a dream-like practice, just dreaming ourselves into awakening slowly and gently. Begin to soften your grip on the right leg. Bend your right knee, place your right ankle on your left thigh, and use your right hand to push the right knee away from you. Just enjoy that little stretch. Maybe you feel a little something in your right hip or in your lower back, and if you don't feel much there, then take it a little deeper. Lift your head up off the pillow, off the mat, and thread the right hand between your legs. Meet the left hand at the back of the left leg, and lay your head back down for a little more intense supine pigeon stretch. Take a couple more breaths here, just feeling the stretch. You can use your right elbow to push your right knee away from you and keep your right foot flexed. Now continue holding there if you're okay with that, and set your left leg up. Woo. Let's make circles with the left ankle. Circle it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Circle it in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Release your left foot to the mat and Let's send the right leg back down to the mat as well. Same sequence, second leg, we'll take the left leg into the air, send it up nice and high, big stretch, and then maybe reach up, grab the back of your left leg, pull the left leg toward you. Doesn't that feel good? Just a couple more breaths here, feel the stretch. Slow and steady, nice and dreamy. And then soften your grip on your left leg, bend the left knee, place your left ankle on your right thigh. Push the left knee away from you. A couple of breaths here. We're waking up slow, just taking it nice and slow. And then if you were able to go deeper, do so here as well. Lift your head up and thread the needle. Your left hand moves between your legs and grabs the back of the right thigh with your right hand, meeting you there. Lay your head back down. Maybe use your left elbow to push the left knee away from you. Keep your left foot flexed. Enjoy the stretch for your left gluteal muscle, for your lower back, and your left hip. All right, here we go. Let's take the right leg and extend it up high as best you can. It's okay to keep the knee bent as much as you need to. Big stretch there. Let's make some circles with the right ankle. Circle it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Circle it in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big stretch. And then lower the right leg down and bring your left leg down to meet it. Awesome. Let's pull both knees into our chest, giving our back a little massage by gently rocking side to side. And wake up the spine with an easy twist. Take your arms out like the letter T. Breathe in as you exhale. Drop both knees over to the left. Perhaps your left hand reaches up and touches the right thigh as you draw it even deeper toward the earth. Now take your gaze and shift it to the right. And as you look out to the right, maybe your right shoulder connects to your mat, maybe it's lifted. It's okay, we're just taking it easy here. So however it feels, just roll with it, just lay into it, relax with it. Let's unravel that twist by bringing both knees back up and also your gaze up toward the ceiling. Hug both knees into your chest. Rock gently side to side, massage your lower back. Alrighty, both arms out like the letter T, breathe in. And as you exhale, take both knees over toward the right. And then maybe the right hand can rest on the left thigh, holding the knees closer to the earth. You'll feel a little more stretch, perhaps through your lower back. And the last step to get a deeper twist is to turn your gaze to the left. And as you look to the left, notice the connection of your left shoulder to the mat, and if it doesn't touch down, it's okay, it's all right. Maybe it will, we're just taking it nice and easy here. Good. And then slowly begin to unravel the twist, drawing both knees up towards your chest. Give them a little squeeze. Let's loosen up the hips just a little bit more, both feet on the mat. Allow your knees to fall open like butterfly wings, big hip opener here. So just noticing how that feels in your lower back. If that's uncomfortable, don't do it. If it feels good, hopefully you're getting a little release for the inner thighs and groin area. Can you feel your breath flowing? Keep it nice and slow, deep, even in and out of your nose. Maybe your hands help the legs as they come up and together. Toe heel your feet to the outer edges of the mat. Just move them out until you feel the edges of the mat. And once your feet come out that wide, draw your knees toward each other. So this is exactly the opposite stretch, and what a wonderful stretch and movement this is for the SI joint, for the lower back. Take 2 more slow breaths here. Keep your feet where they are, but separate your knees a little more. And now windshield wiper your knees gently side to side, moving them right and left, just feeling the loosening up in your hips. Good. Coming back to center, hug both knees into your chest, into your heart. And then let's roll onto the side body, pausing for a moment. This is supported fetal pose. Roll to the right or left, whatever's more comfortable for you. And place your hand in front of your heart, pushing into the floor all the way up, right to seated. Fantastic. From a seated position, Sit cross-legged, nice and comfortable and nice and tall on your mat. Let's circle our arms high overhead. Bring the palms to connect above your head. And as your breath flows out, slide your hands down to your heart space. Gaze down over your fingertips or close your eyes. Take a moment to think about what you dream of. Maybe you have a memory of what you dreamt of last night. They say when we dream at night, our subconscious mind is sorting through the business of our day. And then think about what you dream of for your future. Maybe there's something you're trying to make happen in your life. Think about what that is and what do you dream of for your future? Come back to the present moment. Set your intention to appreciate your dreaming brain, your dreaming mind. Breathe in. And as you exhale, open your eyes and release your hands to your knees or thighs. Roll your shoulders down and back so you feel like you're sitting up nice and tall. And if this is at all uncomfortable, you could prop yourself with a block or a blanket. Let's lower the chin to the chest, feeling the stretch in the back of the neck. Take a couple breaths here, exploring that space in the back line of your body. What always amazes me is definitely the neck stretching, but I can feel it go all the way down to my lower back. And that's due to the muscles that align along the spine called the erectors muscles. And with your next inhale, bring your head up, and as you exhale, look up at the ceiling, let your head fall back. Feel the stretch now in the front of the throat. Just take a few breaths here. Notice that sensation of stretch. Bring your head back up to neutral, and then take your left hand up and over your head. Touch the tip of your right ear, and then guide your left ear towards your left shoulder. Feel the stretch along the right side of your neck. Nice and easy, a couple breaths here, enjoy the stretch. And then release, let your head come up and your left hand float down. Second side, right hand reaches up and over the head, and then carefully guide the right ear toward the right shoulder, feeling the stretch now on the left side of your neck. Nice, easy stretch here. Feels delicious, doesn't it? So good to pause and just take this time from our busy day-to-day yoga practice, from our busy lives, to pause, slow down, sort of be dreamy. Let's release that, bringing yourself back up, warming up the spine a little bit. Hold on to your knees and press your chest forward and lift your gaze up, arching the back. Breathe in, and as you exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, tucking your pelvis under. Flow with your breath as you breathe in, open it up, tilting forward. Exhale, round it out. A couple more rounds, just waking up your spine, nice and slow. Breathing in, you move forward, breathing out, you round down and under. One more round. And then come up to a nice tall tabletop position. Let's do that motion, seated position. Let's do that motion in a tabletop position. So shifting onto your hands and knees. If your knees are tender, use your blanket under your knees. Always take good care of your body. So as you line up your wrists, elbows, and shoulders, that'll take good care of the wrists, and also the knees, you want them underneath your hips, and your feet will separate a little bit back there. As you breathe in, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Just pause. Breathe out one more inhale. Stay for your exhale. Breathe in deeply, and this time as you breathe out, round the spine to cat posture. Let's hold this for 2 breaths. Feel strong in your core. Breathe in, breathe out. 2 more rounds. Inhale, exhale. Feel strong. 1 more. Deep breath in. Stay for your exhale. Now we flow. Breathe in, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, round the spine, cat pose. Inhale, drop the belly, tail tilts up. Cowl, exhale, round the spine to cat. Keep going, 3 more rounds. Flow with your breath. This is so good to warm up your spine. 2 more times. Breathing deeply, moving slowly. Good. Now come into a neutral tabletop position and take your right foot out behind you. Toes curl under. Press your right heel back. Nice big stretch there. Move forward and back a few times. Good. Okay, let's come back. Right knee to the mat. Take your left foot to the back of the mat. Toes curled under. Push your left heel back. Move forward and back a few times. Just stretching out the hamstrings, really waking up your body. Good. Nice. Now come back to a neutral tabletop position. Let's use that space and come to down dog. So if you were a dog waking up first thing in the morning, you would stick your butt in the air. So lead with your tail, drop your belly, and then push your tail up nice and high. Keep a bend in your knees as you press your heart back towards your thighs. And now start to pedal out your legs to really start to wake up the hamstrings. Woo! Feeling it? Feels so good. Press your heart back towards your thighs and let your head hang heavy. Just a couple more breaths here. Fingers are spread nice and wide. Good. And then come into stillness. Breathe in. And as you exhale, come back down to tabletop position. Coming into child's pose, open your knees wide, bring your big toes together to touch. Press your hips to your heels and stretch your arms forward. So fun little fact about this posture is this pose, child's pose, is inspired by the way children sleep. So maybe as an adult it's not quite as comfortable to sleep here for hours, but let's come on down and just relax and bring back that childlike enthusiasm into your body, into your mind, finding that dreamlike self right there inside of you. Breathe it in, breathe it out. One more time, slow deep breath in, slow breath out. Good. On your next inhale, rise up to tabletop, and we're going to shift forward and come all the way down to our tummy. Moving into a couple of back bends here, we'll begin with Cobra. So your feet are flat on the mat, your hands can start right there by your chest, and then your chin is on the mat so your neck is nice and neutral. Imagine a Cobra snake waking up because we hear a little tune, a little music. Start to breathe in and start to get curious about that sound as you start to lift your gaze. Your chin starts to rise up and you look up a little bit. And then using muscle strength or back strength, start to lift your hands up and see if you can lift up just a little bit higher. One more big breath in. And as you exhale, I want you to bring your right cheek to the mat, looking to the left, and we're going to get a little bit of a hip stretch here by shifting a little bit onto the right and bending the left knee like you might for tree, and just allow your body to relax as best you can, bringing your arms down. So we're just sort of gently opening up the left hip here in this version of reclining tree pose, we might call it. Good. All right, let's start to lift up a little bit, bringing the chin to the mat. Send your left leg all the way back down. Take your hands, move them forward, and then using arm strength, your hands are spread nice and wide. Chin is on the mat. Cobra snake tail is zipped together, and as you inhale, start to rise up. Now see if you can come just a little bit higher, leaving your pelvis on the mat, looking up. That Cobra snake really curious about the music. Lift just a little higher, breathe in. As you exhale, lower all the way back down. We're going to put now the left cheek on the mat. Your hands will kind of come down by your side as the left knee moves out like a tree, and we kind of open up the left hip a little bit. Just lie there and relax. Enjoy this gentle hip opener with me. Take one more slow breath here, nice and slow. And then bringing your chin to the mat, extend the right leg all the way back down. Move your hands forward a little bit more and separate your feet as wide as the edge of the mat with your toes turned out, palms on the mat. And as you breathe in, start to press all the way up into what we know as seal pose. Looks like a harbor seal, right? Now if you're really flexible, you might come down, back your hands up a little bit, and see if you can go just a little bit higher, really stretching through your heart. Lift your gaze. Good. Take one more deep, slow inhale. As you exhale, come all the way back down. Rest your arms by your side, and then we'll just let both legs relax on the mat. And we're going to take this into a little release for our back. Take a couple breaths resting, and then to release your lower back, I want you to lift up your head and bring your palms one to stack on top of the other. Rest your forehead on the back of your hands. Then bend your knees with your feet flexed, windshield wiper your feet side to side. Feeling a nice little release for your lower back. Those big back bends might bring a little bit of discomfort, so releasing that here. Good. And then go ahead and release your legs back down. Let's place our palms beneath our shoulders and begin to push all the way back up into tabletop position. We're going to continue our journey of taking it pretty gentle here, but we'll use our down dog to get us there. So curl your toes under and push up and back to downward facing dog. Get a nice big stretch here. Let's lift the right leg into the air and then bring the right knee next to the right wrist, resting your right shin on the mat. For today's practice, point the right toes back, and as you glide back, the right heel might come close to your left hip. So this is a version of pigeon posture, and it could be intense for the knees, so if it's too much, of course you can come onto your back or skip it altogether. Another option is to put a blanket or a block underneath your right hip, and that'll help support you as we start to recline down, really getting easy stretch, dreamy relaxation here. What a great release. Come on down, bringing your forehead as close to the mat as your body allows. Just taking a couple more breaths here, just to relax, to release, to let go, to wind down. So in the beginning of this class, we imagined what it was like as we woke up in the morning and took it nice and slow. These final few postures are postures to help you wind down and fall back asleep. So if you're thinking I gotta get a good night's rest, think of doing some of these postures with me or on your own, and they might help release some tension in the body and give you space to relax a little bit. Let's make our way back up onto our palms, shift onto your right thigh or hip and sweep your left leg all the way around. Now your left foot can come in front of you with the left knee in the air, or challenge yourself to bring the left foot to the outside of your right thigh and then push your left sit bone back down. Place your left hand behind you and hug the left knee towards you with your right hand, or if you feel like you want to go a little deeper into the twist, take your right elbow to your left thigh. Breathe in to find length, and as you exhale, spiral to the left. Take a couple more breaths here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Once more, breathe in, lengthen. And breathe out to twist deeper. On your next breath in, come back to center. And as you exhale, take a counter twist to the right. Now while you're on the right side, lean to the right hip. Take your left leg, sweep it all the way back behind you, planting your palms beneath you. Curl your left toes under and push back to downward facing dog. Let's pedal it out a little back here. Stretching. All right, second side, lift your left leg up and then bring your left knee next to your left wrist. For today's pigeon, we're allowing the left knee or foot to come back toward the right hip rather than trying to bring it across the front of the mat. Just notice how that gives a little more release to the right hip. And of course, if you need to put a block underneath your tush on the left side, please do so. And then let's surrender forward into it, feeling yourself winding down. Quieting down a little bit. Let's take two more slow breaths here, releasing with every exhale. Staying in that really relaxed state of being in our practice today, that dreamlike state of being. Moving slowly, bring your palms to the mat, rising up. We're going to shift our weight to the left hip and slide the right leg all the way around, placing the right foot either in front of the left shin or across the left thigh. Match both sides. Whatever you did on the first side, do it on the second. Bring your awareness to your right sit bone, push it toward the mat. Your right hand comes behind you and your left arm either hugs the right knee toward you, or for more intensity, take your left elbow to the outside of the right thigh. As you breathe in, you lift nice and tall. As you exhale, you turn and twist to the right. Take two more breaths here. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, twist. Once more, inhale, extend, and breathe out to twist deeper. On your inhale, come back to center, and exhale, twist in the opposite direction to the left. That feels really good. Nice and easy. We're now shifting toward the left hip so we can sweep the right leg all the way around to the back of the mat. With your right toes curled under, your palms come to the mat, and you push up and back to downward facing dog. Enjoy this down dog stretch. We'll take a few breaths here. Fingers are spread wide and our heart pushes back toward the thighs. From downward facing dog, look forward and step all the way through to have a seat on your mat. There you go. Now with your legs extended forward, you might pull the flesh of your tush back just a little bit. Let's lift up nice and tall as we breathe in and hinge forward as we breathe out. And just fold into this and hang out here a little bit. Enjoying the stretch, enjoying the ease in this posture. Feeling good. One more breaths. And rise up to seated and place your feet on the mat beneath your seat. Feel really strong in your core. Start to tuck your pelvis under and lower down nice and slow. And holding on to the back of the legs perhaps as you come all the way to your back. Now that you're on your back, let's take a little more hip release and then we'll relax into Shavasana. Take your right leg and kick it over the left leg all the way. Hug both knees into your chest, into your heart. Maybe reach down, grabbing a hold of your feet if they are accessible in your body. Otherwise, just hugging your knees toward your chest and really enjoying the stretch. Let's take this into a deeper twist, eagle twist. So keep your legs like they are, crossed together, but bring your feet closer together as you let go of the feet and drop both knees over to the left. It's a little deeper twist, but hey, it's our third deep twist of the class. I think our body is ready for it. Maybe the left hand comes to the right thigh, drawing the knees closer, and then turn your gaze to the right with the right palm open and just feel your body begin to relax, stretch, and enjoy the twist. One more full breath here. Breathe in. Let it go. And then slowly begin to unravel your twist. Then unravel both legs and hug the knees right up and into your chest. Let's place the feet on the mat beneath your seat so we can do that same sequence on the second side. Take your left leg over your right, crossing tightly at the knees and thighs, and then hug both knees toward you. Reach down and hold onto your feet if you can reach them, or simply hold onto your knees. Pause and enjoy this delicious hip stretch. For me, I really feel it more on the left side. Maybe you're feeling something different. As long as it feels good, you're doing it right. Take one more slow breath here. Letting go of your feet, let the feet come toward each other for an eagle leg twist. We'll guide both knees to the right. Your right hand comes onto the left thigh, maybe guiding it deeper or closer to the floor. And then turn your gaze to the left with your left palm open. Just feeling that delicious extra stretch through the legs, through the hips, and of course our back is getting a delicious, yummy stretch. Enjoy. And then slowly let go of your left leg. I don't want to come out of it, it feels so good, but here we go. We're going to unravel the twist and unravel your legs. Hug both knees into your heart, rocking gently side to side, and pull the knees in so you really feel that extra stretch in your back. And then place your feet on the mat right beneath your seat and come into your version of Shavasana. We've come full circle back to Shavasana, back to resting. If your back is tender, maybe your knees in the air with your feet on the outer edges of the mat and the knees touching, that releases the low back. If you really want to open your hips, bound angle, bottoms of the feet touch, knees open, or a more traditional Shavasana. So once you get the lower body ranged, let's use this time to open the heart a little bit more by pushing into the mat with our elbows and pulling the shoulder blades toward each other underneath us. So we're just opening up a little bit more of the heart space by tucking the shoulders beneath us. Turn your palms face up. Let your feet, if you're in full Shavasana, extend out to the sides. Close your eyes. And just let go. Let's use some slow, deep breathing to release. Inhale through your nose. Open mouth, sigh it out. Let's do that 2 more times together. Inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Once more, inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, release. Allow your breath to be relaxed and natural. And as you continue to relax on your mat for a little while longer, I'd like to share some inspiration, and it comes from Steve Maraboli, an author. He said, "We are designed with a dreaming brain and a hopeful spirit. It is in our nature to envision the life of our dreams. And while dreaming may come easy to us, we must never forget that it takes strength, dedication, and courageous action to bring our dreams to life." Continue to rest as long as you like. Enjoy the Shavasana. Enjoy the dream. Thank you so much for joining me for a dreamy practice. Namaste.